Hello, my fellow Earth Angels. Welcome in for another lesson. If this is your first time here, my name is Taylor, and I'm here to drop another life lesson off for you. So shall we get right in? Today's lesson is that I need you to lead by example, okay? I think the world has enough followers. I think we've glamorized and romanticized following just a little too much, And all of this following has left us void of creativity, imagination, what's the word? Autonomy. That was the word I was trying to think of. Like, we don't think for ourselves. We don't use our minds for ourselves. We follow trends, whatever the person with the most followers says goes. Like, what kind of life are we living? Have we misplaced our minds? We're about to get it back. Today's lesson is to lead by example. I'm pretty sure in any area of your life, you probably look at things and you say, there's a better way this could be done. I'm not sure that's right. It makes me feel funny to see you treat someone that way. It makes me feel funny for you to treat me this way. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot, but we can combat that using today's lesson. What do I mean by lead by example? I mean, take all of those areas where you see a change where you see an opportunity for change, and I want you to be the change you want to see. I want you to start living the life you want others to model. I want you to lead by example. I want you to handle situations the way a leader would handle them, because we are all leaders. All you have to do is decide, I'm going to be a leader. And then if you do decide to be a leader, decide, I'm going to be the best leader to ever leader. What are qualities of really great leaders? They're great and effective communicators. They're servant leaders. They're looking to help other people, not just themselves. They are kind. They are personable. They are genuine, trustworthy, honest, hardworking, self-sacrificial. Need I say more? Great leaders, they possess these qualities because they're in it to serve others. They're in it to make other people's lives better, because they have that awareness that by making your life better, it's going to make my life better. When you show up better, I can show up better. And before we get too deep into it, I actually want to start this one off early with talking about what Bible verse supports what I am saying. Join me, friends. Join me in John chapter 13. We are going to verse 14, where it reads, "So if I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that you also should do, just as I have done for you." That's Jesus. That is the big G-O-D. That is Jesus telling us to lead by example. If you don't understand what's going on in this chapter, this is right before, Jesus knows he's about to die. So this is what Jesus does before he dies, before he's sent to the cross. This is one of Jesus's last acts to model what a good leader does. He's a servant leader. He took something that, if you think of like a rank structure, the very bottom, the bottom tier, the lowest of the class, the servant of the most humble servant, the just lowest level you could possibly be. This is a task down here. This is the task for washing people's feet down here. Very low. Jesus, our Lord and teacher, our Savior, the Messiah, he's up here. He's so high you can't see where he is. And he came all the way down. He humbled himself all the way down here to wash the feet of his servant. Why would Jesus do that? I know you saying that, I'm not washing nobody's feet. Why would Jesus do that? Jesus is doing that because he would not tell you to live a life he wouldn't live himself. Jesus did that because he's a servant leader. He's leading by example. He's the change he wants to see. He's saying, I want to see you guys serve each other. I want to see you guys help each other. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. That means coming off of any high horse and coming down to the lowest level and showing people we are equal. We are one. I'm here for you. You're here for me. I want to help you. The Lord is washing his feet. And that is such a humble act of service to wash someone's feet, to wash a grown man's feet. Jesus is the epitome of a perfect example of a servant leader. And how can we display this in our own lives? I want you to think about whatever your job is, or when you spend time with your family and your friends. I feel like those are three big environments people normally have. You have your environment with your family, you have your environment with your friends, you have your environment at work. You might not be a leader in any of these environments because there's a leader in you. There's a leader. You just have to let it emerge. I want you to analyze these situations that you're in, and I want you to think about something that doesn't sit right with you, something that ails you, something that pains you, something that makes you feel uncomfortable, something you don't like. And I want you to think about, how could I change that through how I show up? I want you to think about how I can be the change I want to see in these environments. How can I lead by example? Let's get some practical examples. Say at work, there is an unspoken rule that people need to work overtime and not get paid for it. Perhaps being the change you want to see, you set a firm work-life balance and you decide for yourself, I'm not working over 40 hours and not getting paid for it. When my 40 hours hits, when that 8-hour mark hits every day, I'm gathering my stuff and I'm going home. I'm setting a boundary and leading by example that work-life balance is important. Having time to refresh and refuel and have a break from your 8-hour workday is important. And often the best revelations, the best ideas, the best epiphanies, muscle growth and recovery, all of that happens in the rest period. That is why it is so crucial. You need rest. So be the change you want to see in that environment. Set the standard. You don't have to even go preaching about what you're going to do. Let people see what you are going to do by your actions. You don't have to say a thing. You just have to do it. Do it and not say a thing. That's going to attract more attention than anything. Let's see. Let's think of an example when it comes to family. Maybe in your family, it's very normal for people to make jokes about one another that don't make you feel so good. Maybe your change, how you're going to lead by example in a situation like that, is when everyone laughs at a joke at someone else's expense, you stay silent. Straight face. Someone most likely going to say, oh, you didn't think that was funny, or you're too good to laugh. I wasn't amused. I'm not amused. I don't think laughing at someone's pain outside of Kevin Hart, I don't think that's funny. Actually, I want to talk about that joke. Let's unwrap that. Let's unwrap that. Yeah, now it's a therapy session. Be the change you want to see and stand firm in your decisions. That's family. Let's talk friends. Let's see. What could happen with friends? All of your friends could be so used to partying, clubbing, drinking the whole bottle in 2 hours for a pregame. That's normal. Everyone's used to that. No one sees anything wrong with that. Lead by example. Be the change you want to see. Aside from opting out of that event altogether, say you still go, be the one person at that event that's not drinking. Oh my gosh, it is definitely going to make you want to go home 10 times more. Being sober around a bunch of drunk people will drive you up the wall. But I digress. I want you to be the change you want to see in that environment. Lead by example. Show up and don't drink. Show up and don't pregame. And when people start asking, oh, why are you not doing this? Hey, point them to the Bible. Tell them why you're not doing what you're doing, but not in a way to condemn them, in a way that just speaks about the direction you're taking your life in and what benefits you think you're going to get from what you have going on. Like, just talk about the benefits. You don't have to talk about anything that's going to make someone feel worse about the decisions they're making. You just have to lead by example. And often when you lead by example, when you lead in a way that's different from the crowd, it attracts attention. It builds curiosity. It intensifies interest in what you have going on. People do get very curious about, why are you doing something different? Why are you not doing this? And then that gives you the opportunity to share your mindset behind things. But it often just starts with an act. You just have to do the act. Like literally, even in this passage that I read the end of Jesus washing feet. But literally before Jesus got started, Jesus just started doing things. He just started doing things, and Peter was like, hey, what you doing? What you doing? Jesus didn't make no grand announcement. Oh, I'm doing this, so now you should do this too. No, Jesus didn't do that. Jesus did not do that. And you know, as much as I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. Because every time I think I want to do something new, great, and better and beneficial, the first people to hear about it is my boyfriend and my family. Because as soon as I figure something out, I be trying to get them to, I be like, come on, you're not going to do what I just said. Come on. Like, I'd be really trying to force it. I'd be really trying to make fetch happen. And I have had to learn that is not the way to get anyone to do anything. If anything, it makes them want to do that less. Like, you remember, like, as a kid, imagine the dishes are like, imagine the sink is full of dishes, and like in your mind you're thinking, all right, I know I gotta wash these dishes, and then as soon as your mother or father have the nerve to say, get in here and wash these, no, I don't want to do it no more. Like, you know, it's like, it could be something that you was on the fence, or like you was getting ready to make the moves to do something. As soon as someone opened their lips and start flapping and telling you what to do, immediately, no, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. You can't, like, that's literally your reaction, because nobody wants to just be told what to do, right? So how can we make people do what we want them to do and not offend them and be off-putting by trying to force a new way of life down their throat? Be still. Be the example you want them to embody. Like, just do things. Do things because you know the benefit of doing them. Do things because you have a higher understanding and a higher awareness of the value of what you're doing. Just do it. Don't make an announcement. Don't draw attention to what you're doing. Just be the example. Do what you want others to do. And slowly but surely, you're going to start rubbing off on people. I'm not saying this happens overnight. I'm not saying this happens in a week. I'm saying it happens through consistency, because either you are going to be so good at leading by example that the people around you are naturally going to conform, because they're going to see the benefit of why you're doing what you're doing and how it positively affects everyone else in the environment. Or you're going to get so good at leading that you're going to lead yourself out of the door into a new environment, because you're going to outgrow the space you're in and say, yeah, I'm tired of being around a bunch of people that I can't grow and learn from either. Like, once you become the smartest person in the room, you need to get into a new room. You need to jump ship immediately, because you want to be around iron sharpeneth iron. That's somewhere in this Bible. Iron sharpeneth iron. That means that if you are the only good source in that environment, everyone is going to just be pulling from you. They're going to be draining you. They're going to be draining you. They can't refuel you, and you are going to get tired of that. So eventually you're going to say, all right, I'm going to take what's left of my energy, and I'm going to go into this new environment where now people aren't sucking from me. I became the vacuum. I'm sucking from other people, because there's just so much good knowledge out here. There's so many good examples out here. There's so many things that I didn't even know existed that would benefit my life and make me better and make everyone around me better, that I just got to go eat all this good information up. I got to go start living these good examples, because we aren't meant to be stagnant, okay? We are meant to keep growing, keep prospering, and we are supposed to, as we get blessed, we're supposed to bless other people. And I definitely think the blessing you could be in anyone's life starting today is just being a better example. Give them something new to look at, something different, something that fuels hope and inspires people to do different things, gives them hope for a different life, more possibilities than what they're so used to. Give them exposure to something different, simply by leading by example. Ooh, that's good. That's so good, it can only be God. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson. I hope you come for tomorrow's lesson, and I hope you've checked out the other ones. Shameless plug. Have y'all been ordering from my Etsy shop? By the time this video drops, that Etsy shop has been live nation for a minute. I hope y'all have been placing orders. I trust me. Y'all should trust me too. Don't trust any talking head on the internet that says that. All right. If you want to buy something, the link is in the description, and the video at the end is just a little exposure to what I even have on my Etsy shop at the time I'm creating this video. There might be more stuff up there by the time y'all see this. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.